This is section 13.4, motion along a curve. And question number 9 asks us to be a little bit creative. It's providing us with 3 scenarios and it wants us to describe what this would look like from a motion standpoint. On the first one, we have to imagine a scenario within which the normal acceleration is 0, and yet the tangential acceleration is not 0. Well, if we think about it, the normal acceleration controls turning. And if that's 0, then this is an object that doesn't turn, so travels in a straight line. But it does so at a non-constant velocity because it has a tangential acceleration, which means it's speeding up or slowing down, just doing so in a straight line. A good example of that would be a dropped object, because free fall represents just this. An object that's freely falling after having been dropped will travel in a straight line to the ground with no normal acceleration, but it will accelerate in the direction it's moving. So that's a perfect example of that. Okay, the second scenario is we're imagining where the normal acceleration is not 0. So this is an object that will be turning, but its tangential acceleration is 0. Well, the only way you could be turning without speeding up or slowing down is by traveling in a curve at a constant speed. And a good way to do that is to think about cornering at a constant speed. So if we make a turn and we maintain the constant speed around the turn, that is, we don't speed up or slow down, we just turn, then that would be this scenario right here. Generally, when we make a right turn or a left turn in our car, we're usually slowing down into the curve and accelerating out. We wouldn't do that. We would allow the car to travel at a constant speed. Okay, the final scenario is imagining when both accelerations are 0. This would be a condition where there is no acceleration. The object is not turning, nor is it speeding up or slowing down. And this is far more common than you imagine. An object in deep space, far away from any gravitational force, is actually going to move with this. This is called natural motion. It's going to move in a straight line at a constant speed. In physics, we call this Newton's first law. That is, an object is either at rest or it moves at constant speed without changing its direction. So, although this seems like an unusual scenario, it's really a very common scenario. Objects traveling in deep space, this is exactly the way they travel.